Good day, I'm Sheree Mañoso, and I'm here to talk about the different parts of a news article. So, before we proceed to identifying the parts of a news article, let us first identify what is a news article. So, a news article is a piece of writing that is a result of news writing. It focuses on delivering verified facts or news that is already researched and proven, and it follows a structured format. So basically, a news article is a result of writing and it's verified. So now let us proceed to the parts of a news article. So there are 8 parts of a news article, namely the headline, a lead, background, body, quote, photo, byline, and dateline. Okay, first we have the headline. The headline is the title of a news article that summarizes the main point or idea of the news. It is usually written in bold letters and it is the biggest one on the page of the article to grab the attention of the readers. As you can see in our example here, the first one that you will see on the newspaper or the news article is the headline, of course. Next, we have the lead paragraph or the lead. It is also known as the opening paragraph of the news that answers the who, what, when, where, why, and how of the story or the 5W and 1H. And the lead also have different parts or types. And the lead is the one who gives the most important information about the article, which helps in engaging the reader. So for the third part, we have the background information, which provides the context and history about the issue or the news. So it is to equip the reader with background information about the article, which helps the reader understand the bigger picture of the news. So it makes the news more comprehensible for them and it makes them understand the news better. So it is usually placed early in the article or at the top or in designated sidebars of the article. So next we have the body paragraphs which provide supporting detailed information and context of the story. So here on this part, this is where we contextualize and read the detailed story of the news. It also follows the inverted pyramid structure with the important details on the first paragraph, followed by supporting information at the bottom. It also includes quotes and expert opinions to support the story, and you can see the examples here on the side for our body. For the next one, we have the quotes or the direct statements from the people involved in the news or experts, which can be seen on the article's body, as I have said earlier. So it enhances credibility and provides perspectives in the article. And you can easily locate it because it has an indicator, which is the quotation marks. And here you can see the example of a quote in the news article. So for our next one, we have the photo or the caption. It is the image or illustration in the article to support the story or the news to and attract readers. So in choosing a photo for an article, we should choose a high quality images that are relevant and visually appealing to the news, which can easily attract the readers. So here's an example of a photo in the news article. Second to the last, we have the byline. So the byline is the indication of the author or authors who wrote the article. So the byline is typically placed in at the beginning or end of the article. So the byline is usually starts by the word by and the name of the author or the writer of the news, as you can see in our example here. So for our last one, or the last part of a news article, we have the dateline. So the dateline also identifies the location or where the story was reported and the date of the publication of the news article. So the dateline was usually placed at the beginning of the article, and here is our example on the side. And those are the parts of a news article that you will usually see when you read an article or a published news article, whether it be social media or the official publication like the Manila Bulletin. So to talk about the effective methods in writing news articles, let's have John Michael.
Collecting data before writing a news article is crucial for ensuring accuracy, depth, and credibility. News gathering and research are the foundation of effective journalism. As journalists, the ability to uncover facts, verify information, and develop compelling stories relies on the skills in investigation, interviewing, and fact checking. Here are some effective methods in gathering information before writing a news. First, identify your topic and angle. Choosing a topic is the first and maybe the most important step of the writing process. This step will determine the rest of the steps. What sources be used and how to write the article. Clearly define the subject and the angle you want to pursue. This helps focus your research. The angle is a smaller, more specific element within the larger topic. The angle is what you will investigate with the context of the larger topic. Conduct background research. Literature review. Look for existing articles, reports, and studies related to your topic. This include academic papers, industry reports, and previous news articles. This will help a lot to support your findings before writing news article. This will serve as factual evidence to strengthen the credibility of your work. Historical context. Understand the background of the issue to provide context in your article. Understanding the historical context will make a writer be immersed to the topic. This will help the writer understand all angles of possibilities. Utilize primary sources. Primary sources provide a first-hand account of an event or time period and are considered to be authoritative. They represent original thinking, reports on discoveries or events, or they can share new information. Often these sources are created at the time that events occurred, but they can also include sources that are created later. Interviews. Speak with experts, with witnesses or individuals directly involved in the story. Prepare open ended questions to gather in depth insights. Getting information firsthand will help to establish factual evidences gathered to support the news. This will make the news article more relatable to the readers. Survey and polls are invaluable tools for gathering both quantitative and qualitative data to inform research on a given topic. Quantitative data, such as numerical responses to structured questions, provide measurable insight into public opinion or experiences. Gather secondary sources. Secondary sources offer an analysis, interpretation, or a restatement of primary sources and are considered to be persuasive. They often involve generalization, synthesis, interpretation, commentary, or evaluation in an attempt to convince the reader of the creator's argument. They often attempt to describe or explain primary sources. For example, government and NGO reports, access reports from government agencies or non-governmental organizations that relate to your topic. Statistics and data sets. Use reputable databases and statistical resources like the US Census Bureau, World Bank, and many more to gather relevant data. Next, monitor social media and online platforms. Social media allows journalists and news outlets to engage with their audience directly, fostering a two-way communication flow. Reporters can answer questions, clarify details, and provide context in real time. Social media trends. Check platforms like Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for trending topics and public sentiment. Forums and blogs. Explore discussions on platforms like Reddit or specialized blogs for grassroots perspective and opinion. Attend events. Journalists attend conferences and other events to readers so readers don't have to. What readers or listeners want to know is something super interesting or important that happened. Conferences and seminars. Participate in events related to your topic to network gather first-hand information. Public meetings. Attend town halls or community meetings to hear directly from stakeholders. Use news aggregators and alerts. News aggregators utilize tools like Google News or Feedly to monitor ongoing coverage of your topic. News aggregator is an online platform or software device that collects news, stories, and other information as that information is published and organizes the information in a specific manner. This is accomplished in several ways. Some aggregators are curated by people to whom certain types of information is of particular information and others uses HTML or hypertext markup language. Coding on the websites of news gathering organizations to create RSS, really simple syndication. Feeds and other public notification of instant updates to news content regarding a specific subject. Alerts. Set up Google Alerts for a specific keyword related to your topic to receive timely updates. Real-time alerts also make it easier to track breaking events as they evolve. For instance, Decimer flags updates related to specific news events so that reporters can stay on top of developments, find new takes on the issue, and identify additional sources. Of course, while real time alerts accelerate awareness of breaking events, journalists are still tasked with verifying the accuracy of the information before they report it. Next, check fact checking website. Use sites like Snopes, factchecking.org, or Polyfact to verify claims and gather accurate information. So here are some websites for fact checking. We have first the Polyfact, factchecking.org, Washington Post Fact Checker. Next we have the Snopes, Fact Check from Duke Reporters Lab, Site Check, Fact Check, Media Bias, Fact Check, NPR Fact Check. Next, build a sourced list. Maintain a list of reliable sources and contacts that you can refer for further articles. This will help you to navigate and find sources easily for a more fast writing and publishing of articles. Keep ethical considerations in mind. It is crucial to be ethical when using information. Always cite your sources properly, whether it's a book, article, website, or even a film. Respecting privacy means not sharing personal information without permission, and giving credit where it's due ensures that the original creators of the information are recognized for their work. That's all, and thank you.
Writing an engaging and informative article requires a well-planned structure that prioritizes clarity and engagement. Utilizing the inverted pyramid style ensures that readers receive crucial information first, while a compelling headline draws them in. Additionally, addressing key questions within the initial paragraphs enhances readability and accessibility. By following these principles, writers can produce articles that effectively inform and engage their audience. The inverted pyramid style is used to captivate readers. The news article from the Collegium about Dr. Evaristo Abella being declared the 11th university president follows the inverted pyramid approach. The main story starts with the most crucial details. This answers the WH questions such as who, which is Dr. Abella, what, his election as president, where, in Central Luzon State University, when, in December 17 during the BOR meeting, and why, because of his experience, credentials, and vision for the university. The subsequent paragraphs provide supporting information such as the opinions of stakeholders, student survey results, and Dr. Abella's proposed plans. This journalistic technique ensures that readers receive the most critical information first. By placing the most important details, covering the who, what, where, when, why, and how of the story at the beginning, writers maximize engagement. Readers often decide within the first sentence or two whether they will continue reading an article. By front-loading vital information, even those who skim the article gain a clear understanding of the topic. Next is to come up with a catchy headline to hook people into reading your article. A strong attention-grabbing headline plays a significant role in attracting readers. The headline should be concise, direct, and active while effectively summarizing the essence of the article. Matching the tone of the headline to the article's content enhances consistency and reader expectation. While some writers develop their headlines before writing the article, it is often more effective to draft the headline afterward, ensuring it aligns with the overall message and theme. The headline CLSUPOR declares Abelia as 11th University Prexy vows to elevate CLSU community is bold, direct, and engaging. It effectively summarizes the essence of the article while using action words like declares and vows, making it more compelling to readers. The visual hierarchy, bold typography, color contrast, further enhances readability and impact. Next is to answer all the pertinent questions within the first two paragraphs. To maintain reader interest and provide clarity, all pertinent questions should be answered within the first two paragraphs. Each paragraph should be concise, ideally containing 3 to 4 sentences. These initial paragraphs should present the primary information about the subject, allowing readers to grasp the key points without extensive searching. Additional details such as background information and quotations should be reserved for later paragraphs to maintain logical flow and avoid overwhelming the reader with excessive information too soon. The first two paragraphs of the Collegian's article answer the essential questions concisely, allowing readers to grasp the key points without having to dig through the entire article. Quotes and additional details appear in later paragraphs, maintaining clarity and logical flow. The use of a student survey, such as the POSO ng CLSU ones, provides quick insight into community engagement, reinforcing the article's credibility and relevance. By following these principles, utilizing the inverted pyramid style, creating a compelling headline, and addressing key questions early, writers can craft articles that are clear, engaging, and accessible to readers.
For the next step is write with clear, descriptive language and an engaging tone. In writing articles, clarity and precision are the key, so you must avoid the unnecessary details, flowery words, or overly complex sentences that can only make your sentences unclear and may confuse your reader. Instead, you can focus on direct, clear, and descriptive language that definitely capture the reader's attention. For example, instead of using passive voice, you can use an active voice. As you can see in this example, the sentence is clear and engaging. Instead of using unnecessary words or details, it directly informs the readers about the event or the student's achievements. In this example, as you can read, Harold Reyes, a second-year AV development communication student, bagged Mr. University title, was written in a form of active voice which is more clear and precise unlike to a passive voice. Next is include quotations that support the content of the article. In writing the article, the use of quotes adds credibility and depth to the content. Instead of just stating the fact, the interview from some witnesses or experts can provide an insight to enhance understanding, provide an opinion, and strengthen the content of article. It is also important to ensure the quotes are relevant and can add value to the story, not just for the sake of using it. And always remember, in quoting someone, you must always ask for their permission to avoid misrepresentation and legal issues. This picture is an example of quotation in article. Lastly, proofread and edit your article before submitting it to your editor. Before submitting an article, it's really important to proofread and edit your article because proofreading is important because this ensures clarity, accuracy, and coherence of your paper while catching some errors, misspellings, and punctuation mistakes. The best way to do it is to read it aloud to identify some awkward sentences, or you can read it backward or read the pages out of order to easily spot the errors or misspellings. Or you can ask someone else to read it for you because having a fresh perspective can easily catch the mistakes that you might have overlooked. Not only that, you must also double check all the sources and citations to ensure accuracy. As you can see in this article, they were well structured and organized because before they released it to the public, the paper went through a lot of edits and revisions in order to ensure that all the parts are correct and accurate. In summary, a good school news article grabs attention with a strong headline and delivers key details first using the inverted pyramid style, and also incorporates quotations and use of descriptive language for more direct and clearer sentence. And lastly, proofreading and editing ensure accuracy and professionalism before publication.
In news writing, the question lead is a technique that immediately engages readers by posing a direct and thought provoking question at the beginning of an article. This type of lead compels the audience to think, making them more likely to continue reading to find the answer within the story. As you can see in the example, the phrase, "Paano na ang aming Pasko?" is a question lead because it immediately captures the reader's attention by posing a thought-provoking and emotional question. This technique is effective in journalism because it engages the audience by making them empathize with the people affected by the event. In this case, the question reflects the despair and uncertainty of the fire victims in Barangay 214 Manila who lost their homes right before Christmas. It sets the tone for the article, making the reader curious about what happened and why the victims are asking this question.
The another type of lead is anecdotal lead. Anecdotal lead is a type of lead where the story begins with an anecdote or illustrative story to capture the reader's interest. The anecdote usually connects to the main idea of the piece, making it easier for the audience or the readers to understand and invest in the content. For example, about 5 years ago, architect Mark Seder was reading the morning paper and watching his 10-year-old son riding his bike at a local park. As he kept looking up from the paper to his son, something dawned to him. I realized that I was getting out of shape, and I thought, what in world don't I join him? He was 49 years old when he began skating with his son. Today, Seder is 54 and still skating. This is an example of anecdotal lead because it begins with a short story about Mark Seder instead of directly stating the topic. It describes a moment in his life watching his son ride a bike before showing how it inspired him to start skating. This story makes the topic more engaging and connects to a bigger idea about fitness and staying active as we get older. This way, readers are drawn in before learning the main point.